Hi, I'm TJ Walker. Thanks for joining me. This is the time for you to ask questions to me about any aspect of public speaking communication skills. Hi, this is the TJ Walker Success Channel, where we try to help you become more skilled at communicating and more confident in all your communications, whether you're talking to one person, five people, 1,000 people, talking online as I am, or talking to people face to face. Abe writes in with a question. What do you do? Oh, let me hit record. By the way, it's been a very brutal technical day. Those of you who have been nice enough to come back regularly, we're still setting things. We're still kind of in the beta stage. For whatever reason, I couldn't get my microphone to work today when giving a speech to a client using Microsoft Teams. Today I'm on StreamYard. It's working, but it forced me to pull what little remaining strands of hair I have in my hair out of my head today because it was 30 seconds till showtime. Couldn't get audio. I had to switch over to the recorder, the microphone in my laptop, which is so much lower quality than this microphone. So it was disappointing for me. Couldn't record the thing, but the show must go on. The client was happy. The speech was well received. About 100 people from around the world saw it and a lot of questions. So it all worked out, but I'm still trying to get the tech detail. That's the sort of thing that drives me crazy, makes me a nervous wreck. If you said, TJ, you got to speak to 10,000 people right now in person, I'd be as relaxed as imaginable. If someone said you got to speak to 200,000 online and we've got technical team working everything out, they're in charge of all the technical details, I would be cool as a cucumber. But it's when I am in charge of making sure the technical aspects work as well and it's not working, that's what drives me crazy. But the show must go on. So let me hit record on my mixer here so we can capture that for later use. I'm hitting record and we go back to camera one. So Abe writes in a question, and thank you, Abe, for doing that. What do you do if your crowd seems to be getting tired, which can happen after 20, 25 minutes? So what do you do if you're speaking? You're on a roll. Everything's going well, but you can tell your audience is getting tired. Maybe it's a large convention, a large rally. People are standing and they're visibly getting tired. What do you do? Now, people can get tired standing or sitting. The main thing to do is create some engagement, create a reason for them to move. Anthony Robbins is a master at this. He can keep people in a theater, in a coliseum, at a conference of his, 10 in the morning till midnight, and they want more. But he does it by having them move constantly. He'll say, stand up, ask your neighbor about this. Stand up. Well, at least he used to say, massage your neighbor's neck. I don't know if he's doing that anymore. Stand up. Now let's walk across hot coals. Stand up and do some jumping jacks. He'll actually get people, if it's a long day-long event, doing physical exercise. He may have them dance and jiggle. I'm not going to dance for you, but he really mixes it up. Now, if you are in a corporate board meeting and you're having to speak to people and there are not enough chairs and you've got 40 people in a room that holds 20, I'm not suggesting that you ask people in suits and ties and dresses and high heels to start doing jumping jacks. What I do want you to do, though, is to be aware of how your audience feels at all time. It could be they're physically getting tired because they're standing. It could be they're getting really hot because you're speaking at an outdoor political rally and the sun is beating down and people are sweating and perspiring. You need to keep all of that into account. Sometimes you could be speaking in a conference center or a hotel and the air conditioning is just too cold. You can tell people are physically uncomfortable. Sometimes the chairs they're sitting in are not comfortable. You need to be aware of all of that. And the most obvious one, if it's a long day affair and maybe there were other speakers before you, or maybe you're supposed to go for 2 hours, is people need a bathroom break. They need a snack break, a food break. So a good speaker has to constantly be thinking about looking at the audience, taking into account their physical comfort. Here's why. If a human being is uncomfortable, they're no longer thinking about what you said. They're no longer processing your ideas. They're no longer thinking about how do I remember the important points here and take action. They're thinking about how do I reduce my pain? How do I get this guy to shut up so I can go eat a snack or eat lunch or break for dinner or go take a nap or put a jacket on or take a jacket off or go get water. Maslow's hierarchy of needs is as true as ever. If someone is concerned about their physical well being, they're not going to work their way up higher on that pyramid to think about intellectual learning and development and self actualization. So you need to be aware of the physical state of your audience at all times. Now, I may do an exercise when I'm doing training. I ask people to stand up. Someone may have an injury, and I'll say, hey, you can sit down. That's perfectly fine. There have been times when I've been leading a conference or seminar, and the room is so cold, I'll just say to people, we're going to take a 5-minute break here, and I'm going to go talk to the management and get someone to boost the heating in this room right now. Show you are concerned about the physical needs of your audience, and they will reciprocate. They will show you they're more concerned about you. They will pay attention to you. They will listen to you. Now, the specific situation of what happens if it's a large rally and there are people standing, and you can tell they're sort of doing this, or maybe some people are sitting down. It may be a sign you need to wrap things up. You may think that you're delivering the most fantastic information ever. It's so wonderful, it's riveting. But if you see a lot of people sitting down, a lot of people looking visibly tired, maybe because the day is much hotter than what people are used to, it's much more humid, then you may want to think about shortening it. Great communicators are constantly reading the audience. They're not thinking of their presentation in a linear way. I've got to go to point A, then to point B, then to point C, then to point D. Great communicators size up the audience. They're constantly calibrating and recalibrating based on what they perceive the state is of the audience. And great communicators can instantly figure out, okay, I was going to do 30 minutes, but I see people a little tired, a little uneasy. We're already running a little late. I am going to do 20 minutes of material and end early, still covering the most important points. And then I'll stay after and talk to people if they want more. A great communicator can do that. You think of it as almost like an accordion. You can expand if you need to go longer. You can contract if you need to go shorter, especially if there are specific physical needs of your audience. Being tired is one of them. Being too hot is another. Being too cold is another. Going too long without a bathroom break is another. Going too long without a food break, a coffee break, a water break, a meal break. All of these things are essential if you are leading any kind of seminar or workshop and you're speaking longer than the typical 10, 15, 20 minutes. If you respect the physical needs of your audience, they're much more likely to respect you by listening to you, paying close attention, really thinking about what you're saying, remembering what you're saying, and then ideally sharing your message with others. Okay, so that was the answer to Abe's question. And I see several of you have joined us live. This was an unannounced session today. I'm really appreciative of you joining us. Oh, Quasi says, Ada is asking to join. Ada, yes, you can. So let me, typically I have been sharing the link to it. I'm going to share it right now. I've got to go to the StreamYard to get the link, and then I'm happy to have you join us. I misspelled StreamYard. So I'm going to go to StreamYard, I'm going to go into the show we're in right now. We are, in fact, live. I'm hitting invite guest. I'm copying the link. And now I'm posting the comment. I'm assuming you'll be able to see that. Can you see that? Oh, it looks like you're on. It looks like you're on Facebook. So I don't know if you'll actually be able to see that. So Otto, what I would ask is, first of all, let me know in the comments section if you saw that. Second of all, what I would ask is go to my YouTube channel. I'm going to post right now in my YouTube channel in the community tab the link to today's live stream. And I would really like to encourage people to go to the community tab more often, because that is going to be really the best place to post questions, find links. I am live now here. I'm posting that. So now if you go, now I know you can see it if you want to. You would just need to go to the YouTube channel, the TJ Walker Success YouTube channel, and go to hit the tab for community. And the most recent post, because I just put it there 2 seconds ago, gives you the link to StreamYard. You do that, I'll push on and you can join us live. While you're doing that, I'm going to do a short version of the one question I just did that could be turned into a YouTube or Facebook or TikTok short. But I will see you pop up on my screen, and I can add you to the screen in just a moment. Okay, so we're going to go to camera 2. I'm hitting record. What do you do if you're giving a presentation, but you can see your audience is physically tiring? Maybe it's a hot day. Maybe the sun is too bright. You've got to take into consideration the physical needs of your audience at all time. Maybe you got to wrap things up a little faster. Maybe you got to stop and say, let's all get a glass of water. Maybe they're too cold or too hot. Go adjust the thermostat. You need to make sure your audience is comfortable so they can focus on you and not their own physical needs. Okay, so that is, those of you joining me for the first time may think, well, what's he doing here? We're kind of doing two things at once. I'm sort of taking you behind the scenes of what it is to be a content creator and what it is to be a public speaking coach and a media trainer. So I am creating content here, but I'm sharing it live with you. So you're seeing warts and all. I wish you could have seen the presentation I gave earlier today to a client. It was for a private client, but I'll confess, I was stressing out because I couldn't get this microphone to work. And instead, I was using the built-in microphone of my laptop, which was so much lower quality. Importantly, I did not apologize. I didn't call attention to it. I'm a big believer that if something doesn't go 100% right, don't call attention to it. Don't apologize. Don't make excuses. Just the show must go on, and you give people the best you have. So I don't know. Are you able to see me? Because you had asked to join. I'm happy to have Ada or anyone else who has a question. You can share the screen with me right here on StreamYard, which then streams it out to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Twitch, and a couple of Facebook pages. So we do try to broadcast this out in as many places as possible to make it easy for you, convenient for you to get more information and participate with this. Well, Ada, I will check back from time to time to see if you have joined us. But meanwhile, I want to answer more questions. Some of you post questions from time to time on my YouTube page, as I've asked you to do. That's great. So I'm going to go through something I didn't even know about until the other day, which is if you go into your YouTube page, and I'm getting this tip from Sean Cannell, Think Media. I'm a part of their Video Ranking Academy. So I'm in the inside of my YouTube account. I go to comments and then see, I click a filter button. And I just never knew this existed. I'm now clicking a button that says contain questions. So I see the question from Abe that I just answered about what do you do if the audience gets tired? So I think I answered that pretty thoroughly. I see some other questions that were asked in real time on other recent streams, and I did post that, but I want to look for some fresh questions. And sometimes people just pitch me for business. I see Nahid SEO just posed a question. Are you looking for a professional YouTube designer, thumbnail designer, and video SEO expert? So I have a current designer right now. I am trying to learn as much as possible about SEO. I don't mind you pitching me there. But the truthful answer is no, I'm not in an immediate need. I wouldn't be taking meetings on that. Merch wrote in response to a video I did about Gary Vaynerchuk's content strategy, says, how can he make 89 videos a day when he's at 90 garage sales a day? If you follow the social media guru, Gary Vaynerchuk, he often goes to garage sales. He loves kind of the sport of buying something for $5 and being able to sell it for $10 later. So he is the consummate marketer and salesman. And he enjoys that even when the numbers are really small, because he has thousands of employees and gigantic clients like Coca-Cola and the NFL. But he still relishes sort of the entrepreneurial fray of going in, buying something low, selling high. But the answer to your question is, how can he make so many videos every day? He has, according to one of his recent videos, 29 full-time content creators who follow him around with video cameras and are editing and posting. So he has a whole team. You don't have to have that big a team to make a video once a week or even once a day. Now, I have help with editors, but I don't have anyone else at this location. I'm doing it all. So a lot of very successful creators do things themselves, and they don't rely on a big team at all. So I'm sorry if we missed you. I do see that you were trying to get on, but I don't see you in sort of the waiting room for StreamYard. If anyone else would like to join me, we can do that. If you're watching this on demand, hi, I'm TJ Walker. Thanks for joining us. This is one place on the internet where you can ask any question that relates to communication skills, public speaking skills, presentation skills, how to communicate in the workplace, how to talk to friends and family more effectively, how to have small talk. This is the subject matter here. And typically I post at least 3 videos a day on this subject, some of them short, some of them long. And we also recently have been coming to you live, where we can take your questions, do demonstrations, show you the process of actually making videos. We kind of take you literally and figuratively behind the scenes and show you what things actually look like as you're making videos. In a few minutes, I will be making Amazon influencer videos. My wife is nice enough to stop by, and she'll be doing the camera work. And we'll be doing those just with a simple cell phone. So even though, yes, I've got some fancier setup and different cameras now, you don't need any of that to be a content creator, to be successful on YouTube, other social media platforms. Certainly there are plenty of people on TikTok and YouTube who have millions, some of them hundreds of millions of views, and they've done everything with their own cell phone, all their own editing. So just having more gear, more tech, even a larger team doesn't necessarily correlate to more success and having a lot more views. So I'm going to take another question now and sort of mix it up. This time I am going to go to ChatGPT. If you've joined me in the last few days, you've heard me say I take live questions from you. A lot of you post questions. A lot of my students write to me with questions, but I also like to synthesize sentiment across the world, and ChatGPT does a good job of that. So I asked ChatGPT to give me questions that people have about communication skills and to ideally not be obvious questions, or the most common ones like, what do I do if I'm nervous speaking? So I'm going to go through some of those, but we do give preference to real people over AI and ChatGPT. I see that Rose has just joined us. Rose says, hello. I'm supposed to make a 30-second video showing my excitement as part of an advertisement for an event called Word Feast that we have this weekend. How do I go about it? Well, Rose, that sounds like a lot of fun. And I appreciate you stopping by and trying to figure out best ways of doing it. Number one piece of advice I have for you, within 5 minutes of getting off from watching us and chatting with us, I want you to pull out your cell phone and just talk to it. Imagine you're talking to one friend and just don't worry about scripting it word for word, the perfect lead, the grammar, memorizing anything. As you said yourself, you're supposed to show your excitement. Just share why you are excited about this word feast. Now, I don't know what an event is called Word Feast. I'm wondering if it's something like the Moth, where people share poetry, or if comedians are doing it, or if it's something related to Toastmasters. I'd love to hear more about it, Rose. If you could post maybe a little more detail about what the event is. A, I'm interested. I might want to show up. Who knows? But B, I want to give you perhaps some more strategically focused advice on how you can make the best video. The other thing I'd really, really beg you to do is don't worry about the time. So often, if you try to get something exactly at 30 seconds, you end up spending 5 days on something, scripting and rescripting. I would just talk one out, look at it, figure out if you like it. Then and only then would I recommend looking at the time. Then do another one. Figure out how to make it a little better. Make sure you're framed properly. So many people making videos for the first time have their heads way down here. Hi, I'm TJ. I'm a little boy. That's what this looks like. You want your head almost touching the top of the screen. That way people can see more of you. So I would do that. Okay, so it's related to a religious study. That's fine. So share your excitement about it and just do several different versions. And if it's only 30 seconds long, do half a dozen. That's only going to be 3 minutes worth of content. And you can figure that out. You may say, oh, I like the fifth one better. Ideally, I'd recommend do one, watch it, do another one, watch it, do another one, watch it. And if you find yourself going too long, consciously try to make it a little shorter. If you find yourself going too short, figure out how to make it a little bit longer. That's how I would recommend doing that. But let me ask you, Rose, if you're with us, have you made other videos? Are you used to seeing your own face on video? Are you used to hearing your own voice? Because for a lot of people, that's the stumbling block. It's not the technology or figuring out what the best camera is. It's, oh my God, I don't like looking at my face. And everybody has something they don't like about their face. I can say, wow, my jawline isn't quite as firm as it once was. This hairline isn't quite as low as it once was. Everybody has something they don't like. You got to get over that. So, Rose, if you do want to share that, we're going to shift gears now and continue sort of an ongoing segment we do here at the TJ Walker Success Channel, which is showing people how to be an Amazon influencer. Now, I'm new in the game. I've only been doing it for 2 months. So I'm still very much in a learning phase. I'm not selling you a $5,000 course on how to be an Amazon influencer. I'm still trying to figure it out myself. I'm learning through trial and error. But I am at least a couple of months ahead of a lot of you. So I'm hoping by me not just talking about it, but showing how I literally make an ad, soup to nuts, from concept, selection of a product, scripting, shooting it, editing or lack thereof, uploading, titling it, tagging it, and submitting it. There's a lot of different steps there. It's relatively simple, but it can be intimidating if you've never done it before. So that's what we do in this segment. So we're going to go ahead and start right now. My wife is here, Joanne. Happy Valentine's Day again. If you could come over, we'll go ahead and use my camera on my phone. And I've got the mic already on. I have selected 5 products already that we're going to talk about, where I simply share what I like about the product. And we're going to let you see the camera angles are not going to be perfect because I've got to get the camera angle on here. So I apologize for that in advance. We're going to go ahead and do these 5 products. And the sequence again is we take a vertical picture of the product, a horizontal picture, a short vertical video, typically 15 seconds or less, then a longer horizontal video, typically around 30 seconds or a little more, and then a longer one where I just say anything I can possibly say that I think might be relevant to people. Okay, so first product is organic tea. Now, I'm going to apologize to you. If you're a real tea snob, you may think, oh my gosh, TJ is really low class. I don't purport to be a world-class expert on tea and tea tasting, so you might not like my selection. But this is a product that I've bought many, many times, that I drink every day for years, that I do like, and I've recommended to other people. So that's why we're doing it. Okay. So, yes, and I did check. My wife is asking me, are you sure they sell that at Amazon? Because we purchased this at Costco, I believe. And I did take the time to check. This product is available for sale on Amazon. Now, the rule with Amazon is you can do an Amazon influencer ad product review even if you didn't buy the product on Amazon, but you have to have it physically in your hand. So if you bought it someplace else, but it's for sale on Amazon, that's perfectly fine. Okay, so I'm going to actually take a moment to try to spruce up my appearance for the photo. I'm going to button my jacket. We're going to show this, and I'm going to, well, I can't do that angle. You're in front of it. Okay, we're going to show the product. We're now taking the vertical picture. We're now taking the horizontal picture. And now we're going to do the short form vertical video where I'm talking. And what we will do today, and we try to do every day, is after the first one, we'll do a quick audio check just to make sure we turned on the audio, it's connecting with the receiver and all of that.
Three, 2, 1.
Green organic tea from Kirkland. It tastes great. I drink it all day long, every day at the office. And I just feel so much better than if I were to drink something with sugar or other carbonated products.
This Costco's logo, I don't want you to send to people.
No, but my wife is asking, can we show it with this logo? My understanding is this is the logo on the box. You can show the box. You just simply cannot show Amazon logo packaging. But this is the very same label that is shown on the Amazon product page. So it's already on the product page. My understanding is we can do it.
Three, 2, 1.
The Kirkland organic tea, I have been drinking this every day for years. I buy them 100 at a time. It really works out well for my lifestyle. I am drinking tea in the office all day long. I talk a lot for a living, and this really keeps my throat warm and relaxed. If you're looking for organic tea, this one has worked for me. Okay. Do we check the audio? Let's check the audio. make sure, because one of the things you really don't want to do can be quite discouraging is you make 100 videos, you're all excited, you're really on a roll, and then you check and there's a crackle sound, something disconnected, there was a bug in there, and you got to redo the whole thing. That has happened to me before, and it's very discouraging. So that's why I do recommend, if you don't check best practice would be to check every single video every time. That slows me down, but I do, any day that I start, do a quick check to make sure it works. And Joanne, I'm trying to get a better sense of timing. How long was that one? I may have been a little bit short. How long was that video?
26.
So
26 seconds.
So the video I just did was 26 seconds. The rule with Amazon is if someone watches your video for 30 seconds, even if it's an hour long, and then they make a purchase, you get credited with a sale and you make money. If your video is less than 30 seconds, the person has to watch all of it. So I was shooting for 30 seconds, 31 seconds. I hit 26. I'm not going to redo it because I have no idea if I'm ever going to make any sales from this, but I'm trying to get better at my own internal timing. Now I'm definitely going to try to go over 30 seconds.
Three, two, one.
I love this Kirkland brand organic green tea. You get big boxes. I get 100 at a time. And I just use one all day long, every day in the office. Hi, I'm TJ with the TJ Walker Success Channel. I am speaking all day long on YouTube, social media, sometimes for 3 hours at a time. So I really need something nice and warm on my mouth and on my throat. That's why I find this so relaxing. It tastes good. It's certainly not overwhelming. It's certainly not making me jittery or anything like that. If you're looking for good quality green tea, organic green tea, that is quite affordable, this is the brand for you. Okay. So I'm pretty confident that was more than 30 seconds. How long?
48.
48 seconds. So I think that's perfectly fine. Now we're going to go to the next product. Okay. So this is the Glide Gear teleprompter. Okay. And you didn't bring an iPad with you today, did you? Okay. That's okay. So we've taken the pictures, the horizontal picture and the vertical picture of the teleprompter. Now we're going to make a short form video.
Three, two, one.
The Glide Gear teleprompter works perfectly. You'll never be seen looking off to the side. It's through the lens, so you'll really appear to be speaking directly to your audience. This is a great teleprompter. How long was that? 14 seconds. So that's exactly what I wanted for short. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
The Glide Gear teleprompter. It's a through the lens teleprompter. I love the way it works. All I do is put my iPad on top and use software that connects with this. You put it over your camera. It mounts on the back of your tripod. Now you can speak using a script that you wrote or someone else wrote, looking right into the camera. And that way you come across more genuine and professional in your videos, whether it's a short script or a long one. How long was that one?
31.
That was 31 seconds. So I kind of got lucky, but that's how it went. Okay, if you have any questions or comments about this, feel free to comment. I will check out the comments section from time to time. But we're trying to go through these. Typically, if you've joined me in the past, I try to do about 5 products in an hour, and there's 5 separate ads for each one. So I'm going at a clip of about 25 an hour, but that includes typically the time it takes to upload it, code it, tag it, and all that stuff. Let's see, we've done 2 for these, so I've got to do the long one. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
This Glide Gear teleprompter is fantastic. I mount it on my tripod. The camera goes in the back. I then pull this out and I put my iPad there. All of my text, my script is on there. I can use software to manage that. And now I can be in front of this, whether it's 3 feet, 8 feet away, looking directly into the lens of the camera, following a script. No more of this stuff where I'm looking at cue cards over here, up there. I'm looking right at the camera. So it makes things really look and feel professional. Hi, I'm TJ with the TJ Walker Success Channel. I create videos for a living, media training, online courses, and there are times when I've got to get it word for word just right, whether it's an ad for someone else or my own products or services. That's why I have to use a teleprompter. This one has never failed me. Okay. All right, so that is our second. By the way, I'm not just saying this to make a quick buck. This is the teleprompter I literally use. Now, I don't use it very often because the style of videos I do are not scripted. But there are times when I have to do scripted things, and that is exactly what I use. And it's really quite effective. Okay. Now we're going to do water filters. It's another Kirkland product. And as you can probably tell by now, when I'm not shopping at Amazon, my family and I do shop at Costco because this is the Kirkland brand. But everybody wants to be on Amazon, even a brand like Kirkland. They don't have everything on. This is on. I'm not quite sure if it's available right now. Again, if I were really spending a lot of time and energy and effort trying to maximize every ad, trying to hit a home run on every ad, I wouldn't do this product. But what I'm trying to do, frankly, is just sort of quickly go through everything at my office and home, pick easy things, especially light things, because I want to create a larger sample size. And I'm trying to get 1,000 products up 5,000 total reviews within a few months. So I can then sort of step back and figure out what's working, what doesn't work. Where do I really want to double down? Where's the 20% or maybe even 5% of a niche that's really a good vein I should go deep in, and then not do the other stuff? So that's why I'm in fact doing that. So we'll do this one, picture. By the way, if you want to see the other ones I've done, go to my store on Amazon. I've linked to it in the community or the About You section of my YouTube page. You can also find it just by going to amazon.com/shop/TJ Walker Success. We took a picture and that one didn't work, or?
You're talking, bring it on.
My wife tells me I'm talking too much, which is perhaps not the first time I've ever heard that. So we've taken the vertical picture. Did that one work?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we'll do the horizontal picture.
Video.
Now we're going to do the short form vertical video.
Three, two, one.
I drink water all day long at home and the office. I like filtered water only. I use the Kirkland brand water filter cartridge. It's worked fine for years and years. We keep buying them. They keep working. Okay, now we're going to do the longer horizontal video.
Three, two, one.
I like to drink water all day long. I drink it at home, I drink it at the office, and I like filtered water. That's why I use the Kirkland brand water filter cartridges. They're very affordable. Buy them in bulk. They always work the same way. They fit my water filter, and it's become a part of my life and a daily habit that I've used for years. This has always worked for me and my family. Okay. And Rose is giving me some emojis. And oh, Al has written. It says 100. I don't really know what that means when someone puts 100. I'm guessing it means I agree with you 100%. I'm not quite sure. Forgive me, I'm not up on all the emojis and all the slang, Al. If you wouldn't mind clarifying it, or I can Google that when we're done. Did I do the long one yet? Okay. This is why I do think it's important to try to do these as quickly as possible, kind of without disruption, so you don't forget where you are, which I just did. My wife was nice enough to remind me. So now I'm going to do the longer horizontal version. I like the Kirkland water filter cartridges because I drink water all day long, and I don't like chlorine taste in my water. Hi, I'm TJ with the TJ Walker Success Channel. I talk for a living. I make videos all day long on YouTube, make online courses, and do speeches and workshops. So I get dried out a lot and quickly. So I'm drinking water all day long. I use these water filter cartridges. I go through them, and they continue to do a good job. I've used this brand for many years now, never had a problem. They always fit perfectly. They always work fine. They keep my water tasting fresh and chemical free. So I like these cartridges. If you're looking for cartridges and they fit your water filter, give these a try. Okay. All right. Rose says that's from that other time I lost connection. Okay, I'm not sure what that's referencing, but again, I very much appreciate you stopping by, Rose, and I appreciate Al. Al says you are good. Okay, I wondered what that meant because I have seen people leave that 100% thing up on as comments for other videos. I assumed it was positive, but I didn't really know. And that's why I asked. So hope you don't mind me asking. Rose, you lost a connection. Very glad you're back. Okay. Now I'm going to do our fourth product. And this is for the Dell laptop I'm actually using right now. So Joanne, I'm going to ask, you're going to need to, I'm going to have to point to this because this is the box it came in. And I don't really want to do an unboxing video. I just put that there to remind me. So I'm going to need you to come around. I realize the lighting might not be perfect. But, so it's probably better if you go over here and show me like this, because we do need to show not this, but the laptop. This is the actual product. This is just a box. So we're taking the picture, the vertical picture.
Got it.
Okay, now let's take the horizontal picture of the product. Now, there are some people who are really, really highly skilled at selling electronic products on YouTube and Amazon. And I know more about technology than some people, but I am by no stretch of the imagination a tech wizard or a true techie. So I don't even know how to talk about the technical specifications of this. So someone who's a true technology expert is going to probably be appalled by my review or say there's no value there. I'm simply going to share my experience in using it and what I use it for, with the idea that some people might find that valuable. Okay, so now we're going to do a short, and so I'm just going to call it my Dell laptop. That's not highly specific, and I don't really need to hold this box any longer. And Joanne, it may be better to actually show people I'm broadcasting from it because I'm going to reference that.
That's fine. So are you?
Okay, yeah, zoom to it.
3, 2, 1.
I've used this Dell laptop for nearly 2 years. It works every single time, no matter how many things I stick in it, no matter how many demands, it works well every single day. If you're looking for a great laptop, check it out. So that was the short form vertical. Oh, and Al says, I did your Udemy course. It was awesome. Well, Al, thank you so much. Let me know what course you took. I'm always interested in finding out what courses had the biggest impact on people. And those of you just joining us, I see when we have a number of people who've joined us. I am doing a demonstration, and it's not even a demonstration. I'm actually making Amazon influencer videos and ads right now, showing you the process, taking you through step by step. It's not theory here. This is actually doing it in real time. My wife is here with a cell phone. We're making videos right now. Okay, we did the short form vertical. Now we're doing the medium length horizontal.
3, 2, 1.
This Dell laptop is very powerful. I use it every day to simulcast my show on public speaking skills all over the world. I've had to almost overwhelm it, putting in cameras and mics and so many mixers, and yet it handles everything perfectly. I'm so pleased that I've not had any technical problems. It hasn't been overwhelmed. It doesn't just decide not to work one day. This laptop has worked for me efficiently, no matter what demands I put on it, every day for the last year and a half. If you're looking for a reliable laptop, Dell really does know laptops. Okay. All right, now the long form. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
This Dell laptop is powerful and it's consistent. Hi, I'm TJ with the TJ Walker Success Channel, and I use this laptop every single day when I'm broadcasting around the world. I'm feeding in lots of different cameras, microphones. No matter what I put into this laptop, it works. So it's incredibly powerful and versatile. And for a non-techie like me, it really gets the job done. I have to make videos. I have to stream live to a lot of different platforms every single day. So that requires a reliable and powerful laptop. This Dell laptop gets the job done. So for those of you joining us for the first time, please realize I'm not some savant who is just fantastic at memorizing scripts. I'm not memorizing any of that. I'm just sharing positive things, how I feel about a product. So it's not written in advance. None of this is going to be edited. It's not scripted. It's me simply sharing what I like about a product. So that's the fourth product we've done. Now this next one is a bigger product. I'll show you what it is, and then I'm going to have to take it out. This is a green screen. And this is what I used for several years for all the videos I made. So I'm going to have to take a moment to set it up, because once I built my studio here that we're in, the decision was to not use the green screen anymore. So I'm going to have to set it up, and it's fairly easy to do. And I may actually take it down as a part of one of the videos. Whoa. Okay. Let's try not to knock anything over or break anything. Okay. So if you are considering a green screen, this really is a good green screen because it packs up and it's portable. The problem right now is I'm on a carpet, and the carpet is not, I'm on a rug that's on top of a carpet, or a carpet on top of a rug. So it's not a completely flat surface. So that's why it's seemingly falling over. Okay, now I'm going to lean it. Okay. I believe it's 7 feet by 9 feet. Okay. All right. So now we're going to take the picture. Okay, and it occurs to me, I probably should use the actual brand name. And I'm 99% certain that I did, in fact, buy that on Amazon. Amazon makes it very easy for you to figure out what you bought and you haven't bought. You just go to your account list, your orders, you search your orders. So I'm going to type in green screen. Every once in a while, I think I got it there, and I didn't. I did, in fact, get it there. It is the eMart 77-inch by 92-inch collapsible chroma key panel green screen. So I guess eMart is the brand. So 77 inches by 92 inches. What is that? 8 feet by 6.5 feet, I guess. Okay. Yeah, so it is a nice size green screen. So did we get both of the photos?
Where'd you go right now? The one you have is close one.
Oh, my eyes closed. So.
Okay.
And I guess eMart is the name of the brand. I mean, I've used it every day for years, but I've never really thought about what the brand name is. But in the last one, we're going to have to close it as well. So I'll warn you right now, I might be fumbling up there. We might have to do that a couple of times. Actually, let me just test right now to see, because when I had it up, oh, it does just push right up and down. Okay. Okay. All right, so now we're going to do the 15-second vertical.
3, 2, 1.
This eMart green, we haven't done that yet today. That was my first screw up. But you know what? When you're making video, it's not like the old days where you're buying wildly expensive film and there's a huge crew around. All you do is hit delete. It's just, it's just digital bits of nothingness. So you delete it, no loss.
3, 2, 1.
This eMart green screen is fantastic because it goes up and down easily, smoothly. You can pack it up and put it away, and you don't see wrinkles anywhere. Your green screen videos will look professional.
Three, two, one.
This eMart Chroma Key green screen is fantastic. I've used it for literally thousands. You're going to think I'm making this up. Thousands of videos over the last few years. I'll do production here and sometimes make 100 in a day, and it can look like I'm anywhere. Now, what I like about this green screen is it's got stability to it. There's never any wrinkles. It's huge. It goes down easily. It goes back up. And if you're using a different set, you push it all the way down and you can just put it in a corner. So it really is flexible. It looks great and will help make your next production really look first class. Okay, now we got to do the long one.
3, 2, 1.
This eMart Chroma Key green screen is fantastic. I've used it every single day for several years for all of my video production. What I like about it is so stable, you never see any wrinkles at all. Now it's huge. I mean, you can see really how big this is. It's quite huge and tall, but it's so flexible. Here, with just one hand, I can easily push it down. I can bring it back up. And if I'm using a different set, I can push it all the way to the ground. It closes up and I can carry it, put it in the corner, do whatever I want. So if you're looking for a green screen that isn't going to get all wrinkled or messed up or easily torn, this is the one for you. Okay. All right. So what time did we start? Is that about a half an hour ago, would you say?
Probably.
Okay. So the reason I mention that is so many people and some of my friends, some of the people I really like and respect, keep saying, "Yeah, I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna. I gotta clear out my schedule. I gotta block out a whole day." I just did 25 ads in about 30 minutes. So thank you very much. I'm going to do these myself, upload them. So I'll see you later. So thanks to my wife for helping out with this. So what I'm going to do right now is actually upload them, tag them, label them, title them, and submit them all to Amazon. Now, what we just did there is kind of the fun part. I get to perform. I get to be on camera in front of the lights. Yeah, that's kind of fun. And maybe I'm a ham. I enjoy that. You may or may not enjoy that. Now I'm going to do the part that most people, including me, would consider a little bit tedious. So what I'm going to do now is descend my desk here. I have a rising desk because I'm standing. I want to be able to gesture for you most of the time. But this is kind of tedious. I'm actually going to want to sit down, do this. I'm going to show you step by step what I'm doing. Again, I want to demystify this process so that you can see, well, if he can do it, I can too. Because believe me, I'm not the most technologically sophisticated, savvy person. I'm pretty slow typing things. If I can do it, anyone can do it. And you may have just noticed the way I described my laptop, my Dell laptop, was not exactly the savviest way, the most sophisticated way. If you're looking at, Marcus Brownlee or Mr. Who's the Boss, wildly successful YouTubers, they would scoff at what I just did because they're able to give such incredibly sophisticated nuance to the advice they give people on technology matters. And I didn't lower my desk quite enough. We don't typically do this in the live stream, but we're experimenting here, which is something I'm doing with the Amazon influencer videos, but also something I'm doing with my YouTube channel and the video content I'm putting out everywhere. I am going to go ahead, take off this mic because this is not the one you're hearing me from. I'm going to go ahead and power off the microphone so that we have more for tomorrow. And if I forget to charge it, I'll take out the receiver. If you're interested in this, I've done an Amazon influencer video on this. You can go to my Amazon influencer store and see about that, what that's all about. Okay, so now all I do is go to a browser. I'm going to use Safari. I'm going to go to my Amazon influencer page. I hit that, the TJ Walker page. I hit create content. I go to post video. I hit photo library, and I just hit the first one I show up. It is the longer form. It's the last one we did, so it would be in reverse order the way we're doing it. So I do that. I hit done. And one of the things that was on my to-do list was to figure out how can I change the settings on my cell phone so that the video file is smaller. Because what has happened recently is we went from using my wife's iPhone 14 to my 15, and it takes 5 times longer for the videos to upload. So I am assuming, again, given my limited knowledge on matters technology related, they've changed the setting, or the automatic setting creates higher quality video, but it's taking a lot longer to upload these things. So I want to see if I can change the settings to make it a slightly lower quality to speed up this process. So I'm now tagging the product. I'm going to type in green screen. And typically I dictate these, but I just didn't that time. And the one I did shows right up. Now, the reason I'm not showing you all this is Amazon, in their terms of service, specifically says you're not supposed to show anybody anything that is private, that the whole world can't access. So since this is the page just for me, that you'd have to have a password, I'm not supposed to show that. Otherwise, I would show you. But I'm talking it through to give you a sense of the various steps, which is a little bit complex the first time, but it's not that complex. I can do it. Believe me, you can do it. So now I'm going to title this. This green screen never has a wrinkle and always looks great. Done, submit post. So that's 24 to go. I go to the storefront. I hit create content. I hit post video. I do photo library. I go to the next video. I hit done. It's uploading the video. What I've tried to do throughout this is to figure out, how can I streamline this whole process? How can I get more up there? My philosophy is, the more you put out in something, the more you can test. This has worked very well with me on the Udemy online course platform. I've done 220 courses, which is a lot more than most people. Now, I have a lot more failures than most people, but I also have a lot more successes than, certainly in the communication skills area, than I think it's fair to say than anyone else in the world, in part because I was testing more. I tested more types of courses, more content, longer content, and that's worked well for me. So I try to bring that same practice to other things I do. So that's what I am in fact doing with green screen, with these Amazon influencer videos. I'm trying to not spam, but essentially flood the market with various ads from me to see what works. And then I can always double down on what works well and then not do things. I mean, my hunch tells me that things like this green screen product will be good for me because it relates to my niche of communication skills. It's a fairly high priced item. It's a $200 item. It's not a $1 pen, which, are you really going to make more than 2 cents from that? Probably not. Title. This green screen never wrinkles. Okay, that's a similar title to the last one, but I'm not trying to be that clever. What I'm trying to do is increase my odds of getting something on the product page so that when people watch it, look at it, it makes them think, okay, I was thinking of buying this anyway. This maybe nudges me over. Okay, so I've submitted that. Now I go to the next one. Post video, library. Now I'm going to the short one, and this is the vertical one. So I'm going to hit done. It's uploading the 15-second vertical video. And again, the significance of the vertical video is that is more likely to show up on the Amazon Inspire app. But I have noticed that they can show up anywhere. And for that matter, the horizontals could show up on the Amazon Inspire app as well. Your orders, hit the search button. Now I'm going to hit the microphone, green screen. I tap green screen, and then instantly, because I bought the product on Amazon, it's there. I hit tag, I hit done. This green screen opens and closes easily and is very portable. Okay, that one I didn't edit because I put in a very, and that's not that exciting, but more important, it made the character content too long. It extended it to 63 characters. There's a limit of 60. So it was very easy for me to just backspace, get rid of the very, which is not a word that's particularly meaningful anyway. So now I'm going to go back, hit storefront, hit create content, hit photo library. Now I'm going to the first photo of this green screen. And those of you with me, thank you for staying with me. I'm hoping you get a lot out of this. If you have a question, feel free to post it. If you want to come on live and talk to me, I have in fact posted the URL, the link, if you want to actually join me on screen and talk to me, and you can voice your questions, your comments, your criticisms. For that matter, if you see me doing something you think is a bad practice, you may actually know more of it. Some of our viewers know a lot more about Amazon Influencer than I do, and have been nice enough to share their strategies and their tips and tricks on what's most effective. So if you think I'm giving bad advice, I don't want to give bad advice. Please feel free to share it in the comments section, or just join me live. We can do that as well. So I go to your orders, green screen, tag product, done, submit. And that was it looked like the vertical picture. Now, sometimes when I'm talking and doing this, I can forget where I am and might do a duplicate. I don't want to do that. It's not the end of the world, but I want to then edit it out because I do not want, so I didn't duplicate. So this is now the horizontal picture that we're using. I've uploaded the picture. I'm hitting your orders. I'm hitting the search bar. I'm hitting the microphone. Green screen. Search, tag product. Done. Write caption. A massive green screen that is portable and collapsible. Collapsible. For some reason that one didn't catch. Collapsible. Okay. Now, are these the best examples of advertising, marketing, and copywriting in the world? No. Again, what I'm trying to do is get as much content out there to sort of have proof of concept. This is very much an exploratory phase for me and a lot of people when it comes to A, being an influencer in general, B, being an Amazon influencer. What excites me and so many people about Amazon is it is fundamentally different from other influencer programs in that they're sending traffic, they're sending eyeballs to you. You go right on the product page. So someone who's never heard of TJ Walker, who's never going to go to my store, but is somewhere in the world searching for green screens, if they go and find this product, if my video gets on it, they can see my video right there and think, not quite sure if I want to buy this. Let me get a few more opinions. Click the video. If they watch my video and then decide to buy it, I get the commission. So that's how it works. So I'm going to go to the next product, photo library. Now I'm going to the video on, I believe this one was for the laptop. I'm hitting done. It's now uploading. It's the longer video, so it generally takes a few seconds. And Rose, Al, if you're with me, let me know if there's any other part of this that can possibly give you value, if you have any other questions. And it could relate to something unrelated to Amazon Influencer as well. So that video is uploading. If you're watching this on demand and you are looking for communication skills help, please check out my short videos and my long videos, because those are much more polished, much more action-packed, that get to the point quickly, especially the shorts. And please consider subscribing to this channel, liking it, sharing it, and signing up for notifications. It really does help. Okay, so we're waiting for this one to upload. I have noticed it takes sometimes varying degrees of time for these uploads to work. So it's uploading, and it's going to take just a moment. Now I go to your orders, search, Mike, Dell laptop. Now it says, Well, now it's making you wonder, did I buy this Dell laptop here? I know it's for sale. At least I think it's for sale on Amazon. It's entirely possible that I made a mistake and reviewed a product that is not sold on Amazon, in which case, I wasted time, but you know what? Really wasn't much time at all. So I'm looking here for the information to see, okay, now I see the exact XPS 15. So I'm going to type that in, not under my orders, but just as just searching Amazon in general. So I've got to hit the tag. Now I'm going to go to browse history. Now I'm going to put XPS 15 9520 laptop and hope that the computer does in fact show up. So I see one, okay, this looks like it because it's $2,000, which I think is roughly what I paid for it. And laptop Intel Core 15 point. This looks like it's the right one. And 4K Touch 2022. I did buy it in 2022. But that one, it does not, I mean, Dell is one that likes to sell, I guess, directly to consumers. So I don't see a lot of reviews on here. So people, when they're buying Dell, and a real computer expert would know this, people who are buying Dells, I guess, typically buy directly from Dell. So I'm going to tag the product. Hit done. This Dell laptop is super powerful. I'm going to hit submit post, go to storefront, create content, video, library, hit the second video, the second long form video, hit done, it's uploading that. Just want to make sure I didn't miss any comments. I want to thank Ada for joining us today, Rose, Al, and everyone else. Thanks so much for joining us. So this video is uploading. Again, the longer ones tend to take a little longer for whatever reason with my iPhone 15 Pro Max, whereas the earlier version of iPhones seemed to be much faster. I don't really know if that's because it's a higher quality video or not. So that's uploading. We're going to try to get through these as quickly as possible. And I'm always looking for ways of streamlining the process to get faster and faster, because obviously if you could make one video a month and make $100,000 from that video, you wouldn't mind spending 14 hours on that one video. But I don't know of any way of making $100,000 from one video. I do know that if I make, let's say, $1 a video, and I can make 10,000 videos in a month, well, that would be pretty good. So I'm trying to figure out some way of scaling. I'm not suggesting I'm really trying to do 10,000 videos in a month, but I'm hoping you get the point of the scalability of what we're after. I'm going to hit browse history, and I thought it would have shown up there. Let me see if it shows up for Dell. Okay. No. Dell. So it looks like I'm going to have to type in that whole address again. So I was hoping to get faster about that. XPS 15 9520 Dell laptop. And that was pretty quick. I had to remind myself that I'm not a very good typer, and it's just much easier for me to talk using the dictation function. You got to figure out your own workflow. You may find that you're much faster typing. It's really what works for you. fast and powerful laptop for all my office and production needs. So that one was too long. So I deleted end production. Hit submit, go to storefront, and I hit the wrong page there. Okay, I need to go. Oh, I just scaled down. So I hit create content, post video, and now I'm going to do the short form vertical ad for the laptop. I hit done. This one is only 15 seconds long, so it really shouldn't take long to process and upload. And those of you who are, say, younger than 40 are really going to laugh and say, oh, well, TJ sounds like an old timer. I was making video online in the 90s, doing daily video news commentaries, and the amount of time it would take to upload something and download something and use a real player, this is still magically fast compared to the old days. XPS 159520 Dell laptop. Did it too fast. XPS 159520 Dell laptop. I know what I did wrong. I put that in my orders, and apparently I bought it directly from Dell, which is not in violation of any rules. I had to go to browse history. XPS 159520 laptop. Now I tag the product, done. A small but powerful laptop. Done, submit, post. Go to storefront, create content, photo library, picture, done. And pictures are obviously much faster to upload than video. I go to browse history. XPS 159520 Dell laptop. Tag product, done, caption, dictate. A laptop for all my production needs and business needs. The captions for your photos do not have to be as short as your titles for your video, so it's a little bit different. Go to storefront. Now let me do the last photo for that product, and I see some comments have come in. So I hit photo library. I hit the last photo. I hit done. I am going to go to browse history. I'm going to go to search. I'm going to hit Mike. XPS 159520 Dell laptop. I hit search, I tag, hit done, I write caption, I hit dictate. A powerful laptop that has been reliable for me daily for 2 years. Done, submit, post. Go to storefront. Okay, so we've now done 2 products, but again, we've done 5 ads for each one. So we've completely finished the process from soup to nuts for 10 ads so far. We have 15 more to go. I'm hoping that they get faster and I don't have to dictate one the way I just did there. And Quadsoft has stopped by to say hello, says, hey, TJ, I am your Udemy instructor. Your way of explaining is good. So, and I do take courses on Udemy, so you may be one of my instructors. I don't know if you maybe meant that I'm your Udemy instructor, But either way, it's everyone can instruct on something and everyone can learn from someone else. So I'm very happy that you're here. I, I know this is going to sound like I'm fishing for a compliment, but really I'm trying to get better at what I do. So I'd like to go deeper. I want to know, you say the way I'm explaining is good. Why? Why is it working for you? Why is it better than anyone else's? So if you wouldn't mind sharing that with me. And it looks like either IG or JG has stopped by and says, what's the CRAIC? I'm not quite sure what you're saying. If you're just joining me, this is sort of an actual tutorial. I'm taking you behind the scenes. I'm in the act, not theorizing, I'm in the act of creating Amazon influencer ads right now, videos and photographs. That's what I'm doing. So it's not exactly the funnest thing or the sexiest thing, this part of the process. Earlier, about half an hour ago, we shot all the videos. We did 25 ads. We did 15 videos, 10 photos for 5 different products. So now we're going to continue our process of uploading these. JG says, very good. How would I go about updating my SCUTs level? I don't know what a SCUT is. Apologies. If you wouldn't mind elaborating, let me try to hit photo library. I'm going to go to the next product. This is the video for the water filter. I'm going to hit done. And while that's uploading, I'll check in and see if JG has written any more. And JG, very happy that you could stop by. And I think you weren't with us earlier. We were earlier answering questions about communication skills, public speaking, as we typically do on this channel. We try to help people with every aspect of communication. One question that's come to me for years and years and years from people is, TJ, how do I speak more? How do I make money? There's always a gatekeeper of someone doesn't want to let me speak to their convention, or advertiser doesn't want to sponsor me. That's what's exciting about these Amazon influencer programs, is both of those gatekeepers are gone once you initially get in to the Amazon influencer program. And it's not that hard because they give you an audience and they marry you up with the advertiser just based on products you already know and like and use. Okay, so JJ, I do want to respond to you, but I need you to flesh out the details a little bit more. Okay, so this video is a slightly longer one. It's taking a few minutes to upload. That's going on. And it's now uploaded. Now I know I ordered this on Amazon. I checked earlier. Water filter. So I dictated that. Oh, I should have said cartridge. So let me go back. Water filter cartridges. I tap it. Well, that's truly bizarre because I know I just checked it earlier. Kirkland water filter cartridges. Okay, so let me look at the box. So this is the kind of thing you wouldn't see in someone's finished, polished, produced, edited video on YouTube of how easy it is to be an Amazon influencer. It's not that hard, but there are some tedious little steps. It's arguably a little bit harder if you're trying to do it while having a conversation with an online crowd. But I don't know why when I specifically looked for this earlier, it's not showing up. Oh, I do remember why now. It's just come to me. This is a product I bought at Costco, but I checked to make sure it was available for sale. And now I see it's right here. Now this one says it's unavailable for sale. So I don't really like to tag a product because there's still a chance you can make money, because Amazon will show your videos to similar things. So what I'm trying to figure out is, did they do they have a similar product where there's just more cartridges or fewer, or they just mean a different brand? So let me look again at the tag to make sure. Kirkland water filter cartridges. I'm going to see if I can come up with one that is similar to them, that is actually available. Because sometimes a manufacturer will just decide, oh, we don't want to sell our stuff on Amazon anymore. So in that one, it does look like I'm kind of out of luck. Now, what happens is sometimes a product will be unavailable, but they're just out of it and it'll be available in a week. And by then my video might be up and I could make money. So I'm going to go ahead and tag it even though it says unavailable. The chances of me making money from that between you and me are probably pretty slim. So we've had a few more comments come in. And Steve says, if you could go anywhere in the world tomorrow, where would you go? Well, Steve, nice provocative question. That's a great question for a cocktail party. I am hoping that I go to Taiwan next month. That's a place I want to go, and a client would be taking me there. I'm actually living in a place where I thought to myself a few years ago, if I could live any place in the world, where would I live? And that's why I moved to Delray Beach, Florida, in Palm Beach County, which is a great place. JG says Scuts any day of the week. I still don't know what Scuts means, so I apologize if you want to elaborate. Barb says, thanks for streaming live to the TJ Walker Student Online Community. Facebook didn't notify, so I could pin it in the top of our group discussion board for highest quality visibility. I'm joining now. Barb, always good to see you. I'm trying to finish up here because I got to hit the road getting a bunch of things done for Valentine's Day, daughter, wife, and family. So we're in the tail end. It has been a day of a lot of technology problems and microphone problems, but we're trying to go through another sequence of Amazon influencer videos. So I have been uploading. My wife Joanne came by earlier. We shot another 5 products, another 25 ads, and I'm in the final stages of just tagging it. And I'm not showing people the insides of my Amazon store, but I'm talking through the process, hoping to make it easier for people to start this, to motivate people to want to get into the influencing game, whether it's through Amazon or Walmart or TikTok. Everyone has them these days. But thanks to you, Barb, you got me. You're the one who told me about Amazon Influencer. I never would have heard about it. So thank you for doing that. And happy Valentine's Day to you, Barb. JG says, could minimum alcohol pricing on, I don't know, say Guinness, be avoided through using Amazon to this caliber? The only thing I know about alcohol on Amazon is Amazon does not want you doing ads promoting alcohol use at all. I've been to the Guinness factory in Dublin. It was a great experience. I'm afraid I don't really know more about your specific question. Before I lose my thread, let me go ahead and title this. Otherwise, it can be easy to forget where you are. Drink clean filtered water daily. So that was, I believe, the first video. Oops, I don't know if I submitted. I may have hit the wrong one. So I don't recommend that you try to do all of this and live stream at the same time. And I think I may have actually made a mistake, but it's not the end of the world. I'm going to hit photo library, photo. I'm going to go to the next video. I'm going to hit done. And it's now uploading that video. And again, thanks again, Barb, for your sweet comments, wishing the best to me and my family, and the best to you and Gary and your whole family as well on Valentine's Day. So this video is uploading. We're going to continue doing this. And then I'm going to do the same sequence of tagging it, captioning it. I should say titling it. Captions are for the photos, and the titles are for the video. So I'll be doing that in just a minute. It is, in fact, still uploading. Now I go to the browse history, and now I see these water cartridges. I hit done. I go to title. Clean and clear water every time. I hit done. And so this is interesting. Typically, it's uploading the video. It finishes uploading before it sends you to the page where you can title it and tag it and submitting it. Every once in a while, you tag it, title it, but it's still uploading. And I'm glad it did this time because I see a typo. When I said Clearwater, it turned it into one word, as in Clearwater, the city, which doesn't make sense in this context. So now I hit done. Now I hit submit. Now I'm going to go to the storefront. I hit create content. I hit photo library. And now I move to the faster. And now I forgot whether I did 2 videos or 3 videos. I'll have to double check that later. So I'm going to hit the photo. Hit done, hit browse history, tag product, done, caption, clean, clear, affordable water for home or office. Your home and office. So that was kind of a weird typo. Well, the translation app turned it into, I said home or office. It turned it into Homer, like Homer's Odyssey. Obviously wouldn't have made much sense. So I go to the next one, create content, photo library. I go to the last photo for that particular product. I hit done. It's uploading it, browse history. There's the product, tagged, done, caption, microphone for dictation. Keep your drinking water clean and tasty. That time, because I paused, it put a comma in, but it wouldn't have made sense. I almost said, keep your drinking water clean and healthy, but Amazon does not want you making any health claims. I'm not a medical doctor, so it's not appropriate for me to be saying this is healthier than tap water or Coke, even though we both know filtered water, even unfiltered water, is a lot healthier than Coke. But that's why I didn't say that. So, okay, I've now done 15 new ads. Of the ones we shot today, I have 10 more to do, but I'm going to have to sign off now because I have some other family obligations for Valentine's Day, some special festivities. I do want to say hello to Steve. Steve says, I saw novelty Irish souvenirs for sale on Amazon and had the idea of white labeling Irish souvenirs to perhaps make an Irish themed pop-up business that could go worldwide, but I don't know how. Well, Steve, I have absolutely no idea how to do that. What I do know and confident of knowing is Amazon is a place to sell a lot of stuff. Amazon is a place where a lot of people make a lot of money who are entrepreneurial and hardworking. I am not a huge Amazon success story yet. I certainly don't do drop shipping. I haven't done merch or private label. There's a million different ways people make money on Amazon. It's all available on Amazon.com. There's information. They do put out a lot of information on what they do. So I recommend you do some research. Unfortunately, my area of expertise is not on Amazon. It's about public speaking and communicating. The only reason I'm talking about Amazon is the Amazon Influencer Program is a way for people to speak on video, to use their speaking skills and communication skills in a way to get in front of people and make money. So that's my narrow slice. So I'm focusing on, 1% or less of what Amazon does, but I wish you luck with that. I've got to sign off right now. Thanks so much. Those of you who celebrate Valentine's Day, hope you have a great Valentine's Day. I will see you here tomorrow. Thanks so much. Take care.